What's up, Boxing World? YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Yo, it's Ask My Wedge. Um, I was, checking out my YouTube and came across a fight that, every other day I would just turn my head away from it. But, I thought about it deeply and I want to talk about it. So, of course, I bring it to you guys. Danny Garcia and Potter. Um, Danny Garcia is from my hometown. I really respect him because he Puerto Rican and come out of a predominantly African American boxing city, and he came out strong as the best, one of the best at his time and weight, and got nothing but respect for him. And Potter, who I also respect, him and his father. I talked to his father, but I don't know him actually. But his father, down to earth dude, hustler. He came to get it with his son. They fulfilling their dream. It's just a dream. It's just an American dream in respect. Potter makes up for his lack in ability with hard work and dedication. You have to respect him and his father. And who else better to come up with than your father? So while I'm talking about these fights, I'm going to eliminate my personal feelings about any one of them and just talk about what I came up with. Danny, let's start with Danny. He fought Colt back in the day. Colt, whatever his name. You know Colt. Colt, man, I really liked it, Colt. He from Jersey. I really thought he was going to make it better than he did, even though I give him credit for what he did do. He was a straight thief, straight street fighter, man. And, he took his little bit of skill he had to the maximum. Really strong, really fast, really smart. Had a lot of heart. But when he fought Danny, it showed that Danny was more street than he was. It kind of showed the superiority of Philly over some parts of Jersey, with respect. Philly, and New York was always the big brother of New Jersey. New Jersey's like in the middle. That's like the outskirts. Don't get me wrong, some of them cities is just like New York, and some of them just like Philly. But morals. When Danny fought morals, he showed us something that a lot of boxers don't know, a lot of trainers don't understand the importance of. Joe Frazier showed me this style. You square up. Usually you fight off of your angle. You never square up because it's easy to hit. But Danny squared up against morals, and he showed him what those hooks means. Emmanuel Stewart is one of those trainers who's been around, but he didn't even know about that style in its totality. He didn't know the effectiveness of squaring up in certain situations. Emmanuel Stewart was dissing Danny, saying that he don't throw enough straight punches. He keeps throwing them wild punches from the side. They're not going to do nothing. And bang! That's when it knocked my man Morals out. Amir Khan. This was one of the things that propelled Danny Garcia up because of the way that he won this fight. Not the only one, but this is one of the ones. This fight showed to me that, the boxer beats a puncher. That's what they always taught us in Philly. Boxer beats a puncher any day. But Danny Garcia showed that wrong by beating Khan. Khan was a pure boxer and very fast. But Danny still stuck to his ground, stuck to his little hooks, and stuck to his little short shots. But he caught him, and that was it. That was it for the boxer. So that's when you become super famous. When you defy the gravity, defy the odds. And when a fighter, a puncher beats a pure boxer, it shows a lot. You don't see that a lot, even with fighters like Mike Tyson, and we can name fighters forever. But tell me a fighter who punches like Mike Tyson who beat a pure boxer. That's one thing I do criticize about the legacy of Mike Tyson. I wish he could have fought a really healthy, strong, um, boxer who could have went the whole distance with him, or really send them missiles out. But just like Danny Garcia, Mike Tyson showed us a lot that he's not an average boxer and not an average puncher. He goes in and he crushed boxers too. So Khan, I think Emmanuel Stewart had something to say in that fight too. You see what happened to him. So Emmanuel Stewart got shamed twice from going against the odds, and Emmanuel Stewart's actually not going against the odds. He got surprised because I would have said it just like any other trainer would say: a boxer beats the puncher, but not when you're fighting Danny Garcia. He proved that he is going to defy the odds, and that's nothing but respect. Nothing but respect. I mean, those fights right there is what made him a millionaire. So you can't hate that. Zab Judah. Zab Judah is a strong boxer puncher. Very good Olympic-style boxer. Very good puncher. But Danny also showed that, well, Danny had opportunity to show that he can outdo the bigger guy, outdo the boxer, puncher. And but the problem was in that fight, I don't give him too much credit for that because Zab was, I guess not mentally sound to really give him all the credit. Zab just wasn't. I'm trying to picture that fight in my mind, but I know it. I wrote. Anyway, he beat Zab, and he showed that he was more from the streets. You know what I'm saying? He showed that Philly is better than New York when it comes to them professional rumblers. Let's see, who else he fought? When he fought Herrera, the boy from Puerto Rico, his own town. And it was a big controversy thing. But I think that what happened was this showed Danny's conditioning problem. This is the first time we ever seen Danny have a condition issue, and he really didn't show it. You have to really look at it to see that he was not prepared for this fight. He was supposed to jump up on his feet and move around more, but he couldn't. So he just stayed in there and banged with the guy, and that Puerto Rican wasn't having that. Another fight is Soka. Soka, this propelled Danny to the superstar because this dummy Soka tried to take one of his punches. He took one, and then he shrugged his shoulders like he was ready to take enough left hook. And Danny hit him with a classic left hook, man. That was even better than when he did the Khan. Get out the street! Even better than when he did Khan. And Peterson. Peterson initially, I was like, Peterson, beat him. But in reality, Peterson was too big for him. I don't know what happened in that fight. But Peterson was just too strong, too big. And he should have beat Danny Garcia without a doubt, but he didn't. Just for note, Danny has fought many different top fighters. He should beat Potter unless he just, he had enough. Unless these times, his holiday times are over in boxing. So we'll see if he's really just too old and is just fighting for the money or just for the end his career. I don't know why I guess it's hard to go out on top, man, when you love this sport. Because you want to fight until you lose. That's the name of the game. Win and lose. So let's talk about Potter when he fought Malignaggi. He pushed Malignaggi all over the place. He mauled him. But the thing I didn't like is he didn't hit Malignaggi with clean shots. He was just basically roughing him up. And that, I don't think you'll be able to do to Danny, even in this old age. That Brook fight. Brook, it showed he, okay, the Brook fight showed a lot to me because Brook is a really good boxer. Not a fancy boxer, but he's a really good boxer. And I think Danny showed that he can turn a boxer into a brawler. Potter, not Danny. Potter showed that he could turn a boxer into a brawler. That was one of the first examples of that. The second example is when he fought AB. He turned AB into a scaredy cat because the thing about a boxer is he either boxing because he's planning to knock you out, trick you, or he's boxing around because he's scared of you, so he's moving backwards. He proved AB was trying to stay away from him because AB wasn't really mixing it up in the inside as much as he should have, and or effective as he should have. He tried. AB do be trying. He'll mix it up with you. He ain't scared, but he just wasn't effective. That showed technically Potter had a good plan. So that's pretty much all I had to say about it so far, man. But who's gonna win the fight, man? You know, I like both of these dudes, man. I hope they both win in the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's burning up out here, man. We're about to go get our road work. Y'all about ready to get y'all road work?
Yep.
But we try and let the sun go down a little bit. But peace and love, man. Subscribe. YouTube, Defense First. Peace.